Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, focus is going to be essential. Play by play. He understands completely that they have a big opponent coming in here next week, top 25. But this opponent in front of them today is not to be taken lightly. He wants to make sure his players are looking at them and understanding they have quality players too, and not look ahead to next week. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So South Carolina's offense will get first crack at it today. These two teams don't exactly love each other. Man, did they trade blows back and forth the last time they met.
Yeah, Reese, don't love each other is an understatement. They severely dislike each other, and that's how it should be. And last game, man, it was back and forth, back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win. Who's mentally prepared for this ball game? Who can handle the emotions, Palmer, early to start this game?
Yeah, that's the great thing about rivalry games like this. When these two teams play each other, it's like two heavyweight fighters trading haymakers, and ultimately it comes down to which team is standing last. Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense will put in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Follows his blocks. It's Fuller. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide, either way.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. There he goes.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That's not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Sellers. Left side is Fuller. Touchdown Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Play action on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Fires quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Stockton. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab on the right. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Tough run here. It's Frazier. There's some room. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Hits the hole. It's Fuller. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. Here's Sellers to throw. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Sellers. They're all over him. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Throwing, Sellers. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Has it! They will score! Touchdown, South Carolina! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It's as if you're in goal in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Turns it upfield. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. 2nd and long here. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Selling the fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Phillips. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. It's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the pass game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion from the wide receiver. Out wide left, it's Harper. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Sellers. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Offense gets set for second down. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. On the move. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. Got it down the field. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Timeout call here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun. Escapes the pressure going right. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Left side, it's Harper. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. They'll try to finish this quarter with a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Calls his own number. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the number 17 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. These injuries could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on those?
The Bulldogs head coach told me at the half, although he did not have a full update, he did tell me their running back will not return to this game. They are continuing to evaluate him for a lower body injury. They would not say exactly what it is. Let's hope it's not serious, but he is definitely out for the start of this second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Turning it on. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Caught in the backfield, it's Humphries. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. And down he goes. He had a lot of time to do something and ends up taking the sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a wide open receiver. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Motion from the wideout. Fresh center downs going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiley. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the QB has had a nice drive. And this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. From the gun. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Wiley. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Trying to get the edge on the right. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Fuller. At the 35, he's open. Could be an alley. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Open space at the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Gamecocks have taken it inside the 20. Here's Sellers to throw. Rolls right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Quick give. It's Phillips. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Wiley. Breaks into the open. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bowens. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Finds a man in the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Run in the red zone. It's Phillips. Finding some room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Dogs!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he splits the uprights, and we are tied in the 4th. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. He's got great speed. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Straight ahead, it's Fuller. There he goes! Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. There he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. He's changing the play. A designed run for the quarterback. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Keeping his eyes downfield. Heading to the end zone. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Right side, it's Wiley. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Under pressure, they get to him as he throws.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Needs it here on fourth down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it down the right side. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover.
And we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
And the quarterback takes a knee.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance